Hi, it's Alex from laughingplace.com here today with an unboxing of the Disney Legacy Animated Film Collection. This is a Walmart exclusive, and this is how it arrives as a giant, big, nondescript white box. Peeling open the lid, the interior does have lots of icons of different Disney characters. They are all over the interior of the packaging, which is kind of cool. And then, as you can see, the taped area had a protective layer so that if you cut into it, you wouldn't cut into your set. Here we have the actual box set protected with some foam padding. And here we have the shiny, exclusive crystal mouse ears. It was all started by a mouse, Walt Disney. But funnily enough, this set does not include Steamboat Willie, the very first Mickey Mouse short. This is a really nice, pretty paperweight. There's everything out of the box, which again has lots of icons of different Disney characters or elements from the movies that are included in this set, which is all 62 Walt Disney Animation Studios films, not including Wish, which is in theaters right now, plus the 27 Pixar films, and I believe 8 from DisneyToon Studios. Still in its shrink wrap, but it's pretty clear that all of the artwork on the outside is foil embossed, so as the light reflects off it, it changes, which is really nice. This is the back of the box. There is a card underneath the shrink wrap, which lists information on just the Pixar films. Obviously, there's 100 films in the set. And since this is an online-only release, Walmart isn't stocking this in stores. It's kind of interesting, like, who would ever see this but the people who bought one. In spite of all the best efforts of the packaging, my set did come with some damage to one of the corners. Hopefully that doesn't impact the discs inside. Also looks like there are some blemishes on this matte finish outer box. So that's a little bit of a shame, especially for the price tag that came with the set. One nice detail that's not easy to see is that in between the gold foil outline of the castle, there are interior details that are kind of a matte finish, so they don't read as well on camera, but that is a nice extra touch. One of the most interesting things about this release is the box itself. I've never seen Blu-ray packaging like this. So we've got this big box. This is a magnetic clasp. When you open that up, we've got some extra packaging for the binders inside, but these are 3 volume books, each with a dedicated span of years, and on the side we can see some of the artwork connects. Obviously there is Mickey Mouse, a bell, probably from Hunchback of Notre Dame, Winnie the Pooh Honey Bucket. I know on the inside there is a grid of what everything is from, so we can confirm all of that shortly. As we slide them out, it seems like there's also a nice little paper divider to protect the interior artwork so that they don't get damaged between one another. We can also now remove this backing, and the other side of that card included some of the information that you would think they would want on the outside, not the inside. And behind that, another view of the castle, again with some of that matte detailing on the interior. Here we have the front of each volume, and here is the back of each volume. Each volume was advertised to open like a book with its own stand, so let's take a look at how that works. Here is the inside of the first volume, lots of gold embossing detail. Again, that Walt Disney quote, "It was all started by a mouse." This first volume covers the years 1937 to 1998. So it goes from Snow White to A Bug's Life. Each page contains the discs, which are housed inside these cardboard sleeves on the edges of each page, and original poster artwork. Also has a quote from a character along with an icon from that film. The discs are all intended to have this uniform styling for this release. So there is Snow White disc with that icon, Pinocchio, Fantasia. One of the things I'm curious to find out as I go through the set, where I'll be doing a full review for Laughing Place, is if these are the exact same discs that have been available separately, which would mean something like Saludos Amigos would have the other film, the Three Caballeros, on it, because that's how it was released as a Disney Movie Club exclusive. If that's the case, this disc for Three Caballeros and the disc before for Saludos Amigos would actually be identical discs with the same two movies on them. Now, one of the cool things about the set is some of these films, like Fun and Fancy Free, was only ever available as a 2-pack with Adventures of Ichabod Crane. Make Mine Music and Melody Time were only ever available on Blu-ray as Disney Movie Club exclusives, so this would make sort of their first general release. Alice in Wonderland, Lady and the Tramp, Peter Pan, 101 Dalmatians, Sleeping Beauty, The Sword and the Stone, Jungle Book, Aristocats, Robin Hood, The Rescuers. It's kind of interesting that they used a pre-released version of the poster. We got The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh and Fox and the Hound. Black Cauldron, another Disney Movie Club exclusive disc before this release. Oliver and Company, Great Mouse Detective, Rescuers Down Under. We'll see if that has both Rescuers films on the disc. The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Nightmare Before Christmas, The Lion King, Pocahontas, A Goofy Movie, Toy Story, James and the Giant Peach, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Hercules. And then rounding out the set, Mulan and A Bug's Life. Kind of interesting that these last pages don't stick to the 3 rule. And then here is that key that tells you what each of the icons are from. Cinderella's Glass Slipper. Number 2 is from Robin Hood. Number 3, the steering wheel, is from The Rescuers. Number 4, the rose from Beauty and the Beast. 5, the sorcerer hat from Fantasia. 6 is looks like a teapot spout, but it says that's from Alice in Wonderland, so probably from the Mad Tea Party. I assume that was maybe Mrs. Potts. 7 is the sword from The Sword in the Stone. 8 is the apple from Snow White. 9 is Dumbo's magic feather on the spine. Number 10, the honey pot from Winnie the Pooh. Number 11 is Peter Pan's hat. 12, that's a silhouette of Pinocchio's face with his nose growing. 13, that is Taran's sword from The Sword in the Stone. 14 is the spinning wheel from Sleeping Beauty, and you can see Diablo the Raven is there. 15 is the crest from Hercules. 16 says it's from Saludos Amigos. So it looks like the end of a guitar to me. 17, that's the trident from The Little Mermaid. 18 is a butterfly from Bambi, and 19, a banana from The Jungle Book. On the inside cover, we also have references to Jungle Book, Peter Pan, Lion King, Toy Story, Alice in Wonderland, Nightmare Before Christmas, Sleeping Beauty, Hercules, and The Little Mermaid. Opening Volume 2, we open with another Walt quote, "Dream, diversify, and never miss an angle." And then this set is going to cover from 1999 to 2015. So we start with Tarzan, and then we end this volume with The Good Dinosaur. There we go. We've got the pre-release teaser poster for Tarzan, Toy Story 2, Fantasia 2000, Dinosaur, The Tigger Movie, Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis, The Lost Empire, Monsters Incorporated, Return to Neverland, Treasure Planet, Lilo and Stitch. I know there's been debate of whether or not this is the US original theatrical release version, which would mean the disc would also have Stitch Has a Glitch on it, or if this is the newer single film release, which for the UK has a modified shot where Lilo gets into a dryer. In this one, she hides behind a pizza box. Jungle Book 2, Piglet's Big Movie, Finding Nemo, Brother Bear, The Incredibles, Home on the Range pre-release poster, Bust a Moo, April 2. Pooh's Heffalump Movie. This is the only film in this collection that has not otherwise been released on Blu-ray separately as either a Disney Movie Club exclusive or otherwise. So this one is technically exclusive to this box set as of right now. Chicken Little. They included the 3D poster, even though there was a 2D poster. And the film is in 2D here. We've got Cars, Meet the Robinsons, WALL-E, Ratatouille, and Tinkerbell, which is interesting. This is the one DisneyToon Studios film in this set that did not have a wide theatrical release in the US. It did have an international theatrical release, and because of that, they are including a poster from the El Capitan Theater, the only place in the United States where this film screened as a release on the big screen. But so too did many of the DisneyToon Studios films, including most of the Tinkerbell sequels. So the fact that just this one film is here is a choice. We've got Bolt, again, 3D poster, not included in 3D here. Up, 3D poster. Princess and the Frog. Tangled, 3D poster. Toy Story 3. Cars 2. Winnie the Pooh, the last film to be done hand-drawn by Disney Animation Studios. Brave, Frankenweenie, Monsters University, Wreck-It Ralph, Planes, Frozen, which just celebrated its 10th anniversary yesterday. I feel old. Planes, Fire and Rescue, Big Hero 6, Inside Out, and The Good Dinosaur. And here again, another grid showing all of the references on the outer box. So number 1, these bricks, that's Wreck-It Ralph. Number 2, this book, that's Milo's Journal from Atlantis. 3, that's obviously Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. 4, that's Carl's house from Up. 5, that's Buzz Lightyear, says he's from Toy Story 2, but he's from all the Toy Story films. We've got number 6, Mike Wazowski from the first Monsters, Inc., but he's in both. 7 is Piglet, representative of Piglet's big movie, but also all of the Winnie the Pooh films. Number 8, that big tire, that's for Cars. Number 9, this is a bow and arrow, or just an arrow, I guess, from Brave. Number 10, lightning bolt, that's for Bolt. Number 11, they say is for the Emperor's New Groove, and I am having a hard time making out anything in that. And then number 12, the chef's hat, that's Ratatouille. 13, that's Eve from WALL-E. 14, it says that is from Home on the Range. I'm not quite sure what or how. Number 15 is Toy Story 3. That's supposed to be Ham, but just his face is partially missing. Number 16, that's the Monsters University logo. 17, that's Baymax from Big Hero 6. 18, that is, it says The Incredibles. I guess that's part of their city. 19, obviously, that's The Good Dinosaur. 20 is a Snowflake from Frozen. 21, that's Joy from Inside Out. And 22, Hook's Hook from Return to Neverland. On the inside cover, we've got a surfboard with a bite out of it from Lilo and Stitch. There's part of the chest plate for Mr. Incredible from The Incredibles. Number 3, that's the Golden Sun from Emperor's New Groove. Number 4, that's Turk from Tarzan. Number 5 is from Monsters, Inc. 6, that's the sun, the Corona Sun from Tangled. 7, that's part of the Wreck-It Ralph logo. You can see half of Ralph's face. 8, that's Olaf from Frozen. His head is just partially obstructed. And then number 9 is part of the piston cup from Cars. And now we open volume 3. We've got another Walt quote, "Curiosity keeps leading us down new paths." And then this is the shortest of the volumes. It covers 2016, starting with Zootopia, through 2023, ending with Elemental. I wish they had left a blank space for Wish, but they did not, because that would have completed the year. And then this volume also has all of the bonus discs, only for certain Pixar films. So we've got Zootopia, Finding Dory, Moana, Coco, Cars 3, Incredibles 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Toy Story 4, Frozen 2, Onward, Soul, Raya and the Last Dragon, Luca, Encanto, Turning Red, Strange World, Lightyear, and Elemental. And for the Pixar bonus discs, rather than posters, they've gone with storyboard to film comparisons, or just story artwork. Cars 2, Brave, Monsters University, Finding Dory, Inside Out, Cars 3, Coco, Incredibles 2, Toy Story 4, Onward, Soul, Turning Red, and that is the end of the book. But here, I believe, is where we will find all of the paper ephemera that comes with the set. So we have an envelope with our digital copy codes. I'm not going to open that because I don't want anyone to steal them. Then we have a certificate of authenticity. Now this was a limited set. It is numbered individually. There were 1,100 produced. We got number 444. And then this is the quote-unquote exclusive Wish lithograph. And it does have the embossing for this. I will say, however, I have a bigger version of this lithograph that was given away, I believe, at a D23 event to help promote the film, because this is Wish concept art. And so it's a little funny that they would just reproduce another piece of artwork, slap a logo on it, and call it exclusive. But such is Disney in 2023. And then here is the final page of the inside of the book, a guide to all of the references that are on the cover. Mirabel's glasses from Encanto, that is a symbol from the Enchanted Forest in Frozen 2, pianos from Soul. This, it says, is from Luca, looks like it's maybe the corner of his face with a gill. 5 is Dory from Finding Dory. 6, a badge from Zootopia. 7, the Wi-Fi logo from Ralph Breaks the Internet. 8, it's the staff from Onward. 9 is Forky from Toy Story 4. 10, whatever that's supposed to be, it says is from Cars 3. On the spine, 11, that's Mickey from Fun and Fancy Free. You'll remember Fun and Fancy Free was in the first set, so they've broken that mold a little bit. Number 12, the bell from Hunchback of Notre Dame, also from the first set. 13, Splat from Strange World. 14 is the sword from Raya and the Last Dragon. That's Jack Jack from The Incredibles 2. That's a Star Command logo from Lightyear. 17, it's the Maui's hook from Moana. And on the inside of that is a silhouette of the red panda from Turning Red. And then lastly, number 19, that skull, it says is from Coco. And then for the inside cover, number 1, the dad's shoes from Onward. Number 2, silhouette of the red panda from Turning Red. Number 3, Lightning McQueen from Cars 3. Number 4, it says is from Elemental, but I can't quite make out what that's supposed to be. 5 is Socks from Lightyear. 6 is from Souls. And 7 is a butterfly from Encanto. There is the full set in its entirety. Again, I will be writing a review of this box set on laughingplace.com, which is where you'll be able to find information about the contents of each disc and whether or not they are anything new or a repeat of the discs that are already available elsewhere, with the exception of Pooh's Heffalump Movie. And then also, just for a size comparison, this is the most recent 4K release of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. That is a normal size Blu-ray case, and so you can see just the sheer size of this release. Obviously, this is not going to fit on a typical Blu-ray shelf, but nonetheless, I've always wanted some kind of a Disney animated box set, and so I'm thrilled that we got something finally. I never thought it would happen at this point, and so at least we got something. It's not exactly the way I would have done it, but thank you so much for watching this unboxing video. I hope this was cool for you, and again, stay tuned to Laughing Place for a written review.